Hello, my name is Mr. Chon. I welcome you to my study room. Today, I'm solving objective questions 22 and 28 of the 2024 WASSCE Core or General Mathematics paper written by Ghana. I choose to put these two questions together because they are under the same topic, indices and logarithms. Let's take the first one, which is question 22. It says we should simplify 3 log x plus log y minus 2 log z. I will start by first rewriting the question. The first thing we'll do will be to apply the power rule of logarithm. The power rule says that if we have a log, let's say x exponent a, this is the same as the a coming here to multiply everything. So that becomes a log x. And the opposite to be when you are given something like this, you can reverse it for the a to come be the exponent of the x. And that is what we are going to apply in this particular question. These three will become the exponent of the x. And that now becomes log x exponent 3 plus log y minus, do you know this is the same thing here? Yes, log z squared. Let me just write here for the sake of those who might have forgotten. So we apply the power rule. At this point, we are going to put the product and quotient rule together. And again, the product rule says that if you have the log of the product of two numbers, let's say AB, this is the same as log A plus log B. And the reverse is what you are going to use now. So this part of the question looks like this. So we're going to reverse it to this. Then the quotient rule says that if you have the log of the quotient of two numbers, let's say log A over B, that is the same as log A minus log B. So you take log of the numerator minus the log of the denominator. And again, the opposite is what we see here. So putting these two together, this question now becomes log x cubed y for the product, and then over z squared for the quotient. Let me do equal to. And then already we can see that that is option A. Let's get to question 28. Question 28 is indices question that has a fraction which also has exponents that are fractions. And as usual, I'll rewrite the question. Again, in this case, we're just going to apply similar rules that we applied in the logarithm a while ago. That will be the product and the quotient rule for exponents or indices. We'll start with the product rule, which says that the product of two numbers, let's say a exponent m and a exponent n. Remember, the main important thing here is that the bases are the same. So whatever number is for the first one, it should be the same number for the second one as the basis. If they are multiplying, then we'll keep one of the bases, which is the same anyway, and then we add the exponents, okay? And then the quotient, which is for division, says that if we have the same, but now we are dividing, bases are the same, exponents could be the same or different, then it is the same as the base and then the difference of the exponent. So we're going to use these two to work this out. So this now becomes, all of it have the same base. So the multiplication will be negative 1 over 4 plus 1/2, and then we come to the division now, which will be minus. Then remember, this is negative 1/2, so don't confuse that minus there for the minus. This minus here is for the division, so don't confuse that for the minus that is already there. So now be negative 1/2. Let me put it in parentheses. All right, and then this will be equal to a exponent. I don't want to stress anybody when I already know that students sometimes have challenges performing operations on fractions and even negative numbers. So let's go to the calculator and pick the calculator. Negative, we go to fraction 1/4. Remember to move the cursor forward. Then plus 1/2. You move the cursor forward. Then the negative becomes positive, or we keep it the way it is. So minus negative. There's a difference between the minus and the negative, so be sure to use the one in the parentheses for negative and the minus for the operation. 1/2. Then let's remember to close the parentheses, and then we hit equals, and that is 3/4. So a exponent 3/4, and looking through, that is option B. I hope this lesson has been of help to you. If yes, then kindly consider subscribing to this channel for more videos like this. Till we meet again in my study room. Bye bye.